I know you said you want him, so let's bring him out. Dave Mustaine! All right, here he is. There's a lot of people in this room that are wearing Megadeth t-shirts and have definitely a lot of musicians that have been inspired by Megadeth. Who inspired you? Like, what made you decide you wanted to pick up a guitar?
Well, as far as influencing me to play guitar and influences as a musician, they're totally different because, thank you, I love you too. For musicians, the music I listened to growing up was it was different from what I play because I have two older sisters that are considerably older than me. So we grew up listening to Motown and the Beatles and stuff like that, and stuff with a lot of feeling to it. And when I started playing guitar, I started listening to people like AC/DC and UFO, and then I discovered the new wave of British heavy metal in my last band, and had found some music like Diamond Head and Merciful Fate. So that's a little different for me. My guitar playing influence is more from the 80s, but my musical influence is from the 70s.
How do you approach songwriting? Like, what's the songwriting process like for you?
Well, most people think that there's a formula with the songwriter, and it's not like I start with lyrics first or that I start with music first. Usually it's just a feeling that I get. Like when I wrote Train of Consequences, I just moved to Arizona, and I bought a convertible, and they have things called monsoons in Arizona, which means that there's a storm out of nowhere, right? And I had the roof down in my car, and then all of a sudden there was a huge rain cloud above my car, and by the time I got to the studio, I picked up my guitar and I was like, and just beating the guitar because I was pissed. I was soaking wet, and so was the inside of my car. So songs like In My Darkest Hour, the music was written. I'd gotten a phone call from somebody named Maria Ferrara. We finally know her as Metal Maria in the East Coast. She was one of the people that were around when Metallica first got signed out there. And she called me up and told me that Cliff had died, and I was really disappointed about that, and not so much, obviously anybody's going to be disappointed with the loss of human life, but that I didn't hear it from my bandmates or my ex-bandmates, and what happened was I immediately went down to downtown Los Angeles because at the time I was doing a lot of really bad stuff for my health, and I got really loaded, and I went back and I played guitar, and that was how the song was born. It was based on Cliff's dying. Now, the lyrics to In My Darkest Hour have nothing to do with Cliff at all. It had to do with Diana, who is a girl that I dated for a while and wrote several songs about. Wake Up Dead, Tornado of Souls, Trust, Love to Death, a lot of songs. I mean, she's very popular in my mind.
So a lot of the songs that you've written have to do with a lot of personal experiences and sharing.
Yeah, and I think that's a cool thing too, because I've been really open and upfront with our fans over the years. So it's been a story that people have been able to watch develop over the years with me, with my life, and who's been in the band, who's not been in the band. Now, just for the record, I don't like lineup change. It's uncomfortable, and you have to remember somebody else's name. So this opportunity for me to do this for Guitar Center and to come and share with you about the musician side of this is why I'm here. I'm not here to answer smart-ass hecklers. I'm here to talk to you guys about, what to do with your career. So we can take this one of two ways. We can talk about, why I'm here, what influenced me, what made me the musician I am, what can I do to help you, or we can make it funny, ha-ha, and you walk away thinking, well, I didn't really get anything out of that. And that's not why I came all the way up here from San Diego, was to be funny, because I can be funny over the phone.